Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Today's video, I'd like to make an announcement first before jumping to the coding, and that is that I have set up a coffee page. This is ko-fy. Um, so you guys can support me economically if you want to, and if you can't, right? Um, this is not about the being greedy or anything like that. It's just me trying to uh, reach my end goal, which is I will very much like to dedicate a bit more hours into this project and make it a bit more professional, right? Instead of being just a hobby project that I work on from time to time, because that way I don't make a whole lot of progress. Um, so yeah, if you would like to contribute to what I do, you can do so from the coffee page, which I'm gonna be linking down below in the video description. But if you can't or if you don't want to, that's more than okay. All the videos will be still will be all available to everybody, as well as the code. The only thing that's gonna be private and only supporters will get access to is the Discord channel. Um, but yeah, that's the small announcement that I wanna to give. And also, I wanna make a special shout out to Jimmy, which is the first contributor to the project. Actually, he signed up today, so thank you. The support really means quite a lot, actually. All right, so let's go into the coding. And what I want to do today is I want to begin with the game server. But before doing that, I think I'm gonna rename this macros because the co prefix it's driving me crazy. So I think I'm gonna say the entire words, something like coroutine begin. And I don't know if I wanna say ball here. Perhaps X is better, like that. And then maybe we can also do a define yield nothing. And we can do this. There we go. So here we can replace this with yield nothing. There we go. Okay, and I think I'm gonna rename this to EX as well. And I'm gonna replace this with yield nothing. Or I don't know if yield nothing or maybe nothing. So yield nothing. There we go. Got the same here. Let's go ahead and put it on parentheses as well. And then, all right, so coroutine begin and coroutine end. All right, and also, I don't know if I wanna have this extra struct here. I think I can just go ahead and do some timeout like this. And then we can replace this with ctx. Um, ctx as well. And what else? I'm not sure about, maybe we can do yield sleep, like so. And then instead of asking for the CTX, maybe we can use the temporary variable that we're defining here. So we can do that. And then we can rename this to yield sleep ex, and I think we can do the same here. We can just go ahead and use the temporary variable like so, and then yield x. All right, and then let's go ahead and add a new macro saying yield while, and then we want to pass some condition. And in here, we're going to do while 0. There we go. If the condition doesn't, it's not true, then um, how should I do this? So if the condition is okay, I think we can just return, and then here we can do yield. Would that be correct? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this is fine. And then here we just return, or should I yield first and then check? I'm gonna leave a comment. Double check this macro is properly implemented. Not sure about the yield or versus return in this case. Should we yield first and then return? Yeah, I think we should do yield. So then so let's say that I have a function like so. I do begin and then I do some code. Bro, what? All right, and then I yield. Then the second execution will begin here. And then if I do yield while e is equal to 0, what I'm gonna get is I'm gonna yield Mm-hmm. Because I want the next code to run from here. So yeah, we have to yield, then check for the condition, and then we don't do anything. There we go. I think that's correct. I don't know if I wanna, I don't know if I want to add this extra stuff into the macro. This is to make the whole macro a bit safer when you use it, but what would happen if I don't do the loop, but instead I just provide a scope like that? Wouldn't that be the same? I'm not sure, but for now, let's do it the traditional way, like so. There we go. So then we yield when we reach out this point. Should we check for the condition before yielding? Because the condition could be true. Yes, I think we have to check. Yeah. So um, if the condition isn't true, then we will yield. It's a bit weird. So we come here. The first time we come here and then we check for the condition. Yield while. So we have to remain here as long as this is true. So then this is the proper code. So if the condition applies, we yield. So we stay here. And then the next time that the code runs, it will begin from here. Mm-hmm. I'm having a hard time with this. You know, we could just try the other project and see if we can fix this thing out. So let's go ahead and stop guessing and do this properly. So let's go here, place everything. There we go, and then, okay. So now we don't need a coroutine timer, and this could be coroutine. I think that's better. There we go. So some function. I'm not gonna take order. Sure. All right. So then I'm gonna say coroutine begin, and I have to pass the coroutine ctx. So ctx, and then coroutine end. I believe I don't have to send anything here. No, we don't. All right. So now, the first time that I call this, I'm gonna print out a message. First time. There we go. So now what I want to do is yield until a condition is true. So yield while. So if I'm getting 0, and then why am I getting an error? Oh, because this coroutine, there we go. All right. So then we yield forward declaration, struct coroutine. Mm, struct coroutine. Thank you. Hmm. Am I? Oh my goodness. All right. I don't think this is coroutine. Jesus, today. There we go. No errors. All right, so how should this work? And then paste it in. So as long as I pass 0 to this function, second time. There we go. All right. All right, so as long as I pass 0 to this function, I should remain here. So let's see if that holds true. You'll see. All right. First time, second time, second time. All right. So it did not work as expected. Right, because this is not correct. I don't think I have a bill here. That's okay. All right, there we go. So now we are only getting second time. And now what happens if I send 1 and 1? Build. And then we're getting first time, and second time. Good. That's the proper. Mm-hmm. Actually, let me go ahead and put a new line here. There we go. First time, second time, second time. Now, what happens if I don't? What happens if I don't? Yeah, I think this is gonna be wrong, but just to make sure. What if I yield? First time, second time, second time. Um, that was interesting. What if I pass one here? First time, second time, second time. So is that correct? First time, second time. No, it's not actually. Here, I should be getting first time and then second time, but that's not the case. All right, so then sadly, it seems like we do have to run the condition twice, like so, and only yield um, if this is true. Okay. Yeah, and now we're getting hmm. This is a bit error prone. I don't like it. I do not like it. You know, let's put this on the shelf for now and do a note. So this, as far as we can tell, yeah, and I think we have to yield, otherwise we begin on the wrong line. So here, for instance, the first time that we call this, right, we print this, we never yield, and then we print this thing out. But since we never yield the second time that we call this, we will be running this. Although, isn't that technically correct? It seems like it is, but it's error prone. This is error prone. Um, let's review it later in the future. But then now this has to be like this, like condition only if the condition applies, we keep going to this point, you know? But if it doesn't, you'll never yield. Maybe we can say log while. Now, let's not, let's leave it in here like this, and then we can review it later. Then yield. Sleep X, let's go ahead and update this. Coroutine and coroutine, is that correct? Okay, and then coroutine. Actually, I get it here. There we go. Get that out of the way. Coroutine, bro. Okay, coroutine end. And that should be it. And then we can rename this to coroutine to make it better. There we go. So now we don't have an additional coroutine struct for the timers. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And we don't have to pass this out anymore. There we go. All right, lovely. Okay, now let's go ahead and write the game server. Game server.c, there we go. Main turn 0. And I'm gonna copy a little bit of the code from the login server. I don't want to do this from scratch. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If I can find the code. Okay, there we go. And then let's go ahead and rename this to Linux game server. There we go. So with this, we know that um, this code is intended to be run on Linux only. And we don't have to do weird abstractions and things like that. All right. And I think I'm gonna need that one as well. There we go. What else? Let's go ahead and grab the connection as well. Login session. Let's go ahead and put it like that. There we go. Max connection. I believe that's defined on the build script. Yes, here we go. And what else? Did I think I can split this. There we go. Lovely. What was the port? Um, let's check on the previous code. Server. God damn. Where's the code? Game server. All right. Game server. Enable to create a game server socket. Game server started. Listening for connections. We don't have to call this. And then we can create this whole function like so. Lovely. And probably I'm gonna need this one too. All right. Looks all right. New connection, get connection, need to find free connection to use. All right. Session. We don't have a session here yet. Session was not able to be created. Yeah. Go. Login. Close. Client close the connection. Okay, we're gonna do the same here. Toggle. Uh, Toggle. And then here, let's rename this to game server request. Um, okay, should be write a session. Um, what's the types? Login session. Sure, let's go ahead and do game session.h. Game session.h. And login session. All right, and then instruct login session. All right, so this is going to be game session. There we go. And let's add a flag to tell if we have to close the connection. All right. So now I'm going to update this to also include um, include game session.h. We may want to put this and this ones on different files, but for now that's okay. This is going to be game session. All right, so now we can toggle this. Game server new connection. Lovely. The same. Game server disconnect. Same. Game server request. And let's add the response as well, which is just a buffer to send the packet. And also let's go ahead and include the request too. There we go. Lovely. All right. So with that, now I have to create the game server file. Login server. Actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and copy this. And it's going to be game server.h. There we go. Game state. Why am I getting... Oh. That's why, well, we can always prefix this with game state and then game session. And let's go ahead and replace this with game. Game server new connection, game state, and finally game state. There we go. And let's include that header here as well. Game server.h. And now let's write the implementation. There we go. Linux login server. There we go. I'm gonna keep things simple. Game server. .h. There we go, and then copy all of this. And I'm gonna say log got new connection, but here I'm gonna return 0. Got new connection, but we'll drop it. There we go. Games, or actually, I could just state sessions. So we passed the first session from the game state. There we go. And what is this? New request. Got a new request, but won't do anything with it. There we go. Just to make sure that this code runs. And finally, the disconnection. Client got disconnected. There we go. And then let's update the build script. How do I want to do it? DCC 0, so we don't optimize, and the build gets compiled quicker. Whoops. There we go, src2, and this is, what do I need here? I think this is just Linux game server.c and god damn it, man. These headsets are great, but the only thing that's bothering me is that they turn off automatically if you don't play anything in the background. Even though I'm using the microphone, the bloody headsets keep shutting down. Would be great if I could disable that feature, but it doesn't seem to have any drivers or anything like that. Well, not drivers, but you know what I mean. Alright, so now we got that. Can we compile? Before that, actually, let's check on search. Bro, where's the search? Okay, begin. Alright, and this should be coroutine begin and coroutine end. Why am I getting errors? Definition. Okay. Did I rename this? I did. So why am I getting that? Oh, probably because in this session, yeah, this is not correct. Coroutine. Coroutine. There we go. So now that should be okay. Where was I? Where was I? Okay, so yield. Um, what's happening? Where's the coroutine? So this is yield, that's fine. CTX. Coroutine begin. This is weird. Why are you complaining? Alright. And this should be coroutine end. Yay, we're getting errors. Okay, what if I try to compile? Alright, everything explodes. Declaration of coroutine. Bro, what the fuck is this? Alright, go again. Okay. Game state. That's fine. How about the headers? Game state, and game state. Why are you complaining? Linux, game server. Oh, da, game state. Alright. Packet size, undefined reference. Alright, because I have to include that file on the build. Linux, yeah, I'm gonna have to include this as well. There we go. Indian as well. Probably I'm gonna use it. Linux game server, that's fine. Linux network, Linux random. This one. There we go. Let's see if now it compiles. All right. Let's see if I can run this thing. L2 auth. Where am I building this? I think it's here. Okay. Hang on a second. Yes, this is fine. So then, can I run it with this? No. All right. Let's add a batch. Copy, paste. Yes, replace, no. Okay. Uh, rename. Let's make this the game server. And then paste, try to paste, bro. Okay, then game server, there we go. How about now? There we go. Lovely. And let's go and run the login server. Lovely. Let's open up the trusty Lineage 2, Chronicle 4, best Chronicle ever. Anytime now. Anytime. All right. Let's see what are we getting. There we go. Okay. Apparently I can't remember the password. Um, let's say new account, new account. At least we know the password protection works, like the authentication. All right. Hey, look at that. New chunk of request, new connection. Lovely. Okay. Client closed the connection. Client got disconnected. Um, what's triggering the disconnect? Let's find out. New account, go. There we go. If I cancel, all right, so that's what's happening. That's okay. What we could do in the future is disconnect people that takes a long time to log into the game, so we don't occupy sockets for no reason. But that's something for the future. What is this? This is coroutine. This is not what I want. All right. Um, do I want to implement the first packet? Do I even remember what the first packet is? Let's go ahead and check on the old code. Actually, I think I have to check here. Game, close. Server. Okay. So again, now the same issue that we had with the login server, and that is that I have to guess what's the packet that I should get first. Here. Um, do we have the for each macro on the new code? I think we do. Okay, do we have to send anything here? Show me the definition. Bro, do we have the definition? Seems like we don't. Session init. Alright, so we have to do this whole thing. Not to worry, we can do that quite easily. But first, let me check the types. Session types. Session. Alright, let's go ahead and copy this and get it Where is it, bro? Where is it? I'm blind. I can see. There we go. Do we have spaces? Yes. All right. Let's get rid of that. Go ahead and put this here. Packet response, username. Do we wanna have this? Not yet. Let's go ahead and comment this. Let's keep things simple. We already have that. And what about the received? I'm not sure we need this. All right. And then what's the crypt encrypt thing? This. All right. Lovely. There we go. Do we have the byte? Yes, we do. Do we? L2 types. No, this is L2 auth. There we go. Yes, we do. All right, and then let's get rid of this. Lovely. And we may want to copy this so we don't mess things out. Um, game server. All right. So for now, I'm gonna paste this thing in here. And later I can make sure that this gets placed in its proper file. But well, since we don't have to do a whole lot of things, I think it's fine to just keep this code in here. Do we have the random thingy? Do we? Ooh, L2 random. Alright, so seems like we do. Lovely. L2 random. There we go. And then we have to find a free session. For that, let's go through all the sessions in the game state and see if we got someone, if we got any free. L2 auth. Awesome. We do have the for each. Let me go ahead and quickly add the for each x, which is gonna take a limit. And let's go ahead and place this one a bit here. There we go. And then here I can say min. So the minimum between the limit or the array length. Don't go any further than that. Awesome. There we go. And then for each struct game session, and then state game session. Or is it sessions? Yeah, sessions. Okay. And now close everything and show me the types here. Um, int active. I'm gonna say if, whoops, bro. If the session is active, continue. If not, we found a free session. SRC or session? I think session is better. There we go. And here we can say return Well, actually, this should be new session. There we go. So then the new session is going to be the session, and then we break, we exit out of this loop. There we go, we create the key, and then we can replace this with new session, and then we return the new session. There we go, and then if for some reason we don't have a new session, we're gonna return 0, and then we're gonna say unable to find free session. The client will be dropped. Something like that. Or maybe we can say unable to find free session. Unable to. Now let's make this message better because for the end user this doesn't mean ship. How can we rephrase this? Um, we have to show clearly what the problem is and then offer a possible solution. Okay. And maybe a possible cause of why the error occurred in the first time? All right. So, how can I say, hmm, there is no more room for new um, clients. Maybe your server is full. Consider, consider, and let's make this like so. There we go. Um, there's no more room for new clients. Maybe your server is full. Consider increasing the value of max. What was the constant again that we were using for the max? I think it's build max connections. All right. Um, consider increasing the value of max connections so more players can join your server. Currently, the value of max connections is, and then we can print out um, the, the current value of the constants. And maybe we can also print the amount of players in the game, but it should match this, so I don't know if it makes a whole lot of sense. So let's go ahead and leave it like that. Okay. And then max connections. Um, I don't know what's the default value for constants. I don't know if it's integer or size_d or what it is, but I think it's integer. So let's go ahead and roll with it. I think we'll get an error if it's not an integer. Okay. So there's no more room for new clients, or actually, there's no more room for new players in the game. There's no more room for new players. Maybe your server is already full. Consider increasing the value of max connections so more players can join your server. Currently, the value of max connections is, and there we go. Lovely. And then we can try this error. Can we compile first? Okay, so I have to include that. Where is it? There we go. Like so. And then nice. So now what we can do is um first we have to remember to set the active flag to 1. There we go. Compile again. And now if I run the game server again, sorry, I have to reset this. And I'm gonna put the max connections to be 0. So we see the error. Alright, so game server. Test that again, new account. We should be able to access the login server, that's fine. And then we don't get the error message. Why is that? Why is that? What if we try again? New account. Something is not quite there. So if the session is active, we continue. And if it's not, we'll be getting the new session, then we break. If the new session isn't found, we'll print this. And then we exit. Why are we not seeing the error? What if I toggle this? Let's go ahead and force the error. What's the problem? Oh, maybe I can't initialize this to 0. Alright, put that into 1. Go again. There we go. And run the game server. Let's see, what do we get? New account. There we go. So there is no more room for new players. Maybe your server is already full. Consider increasing the value of max connections so more players can join your server. Currently, the value of max connections is 1. Alright. Do we like this error message format? I think it's okay. Yeah. Alright. Now let's toggle that comment and test again. We should be able to log in once, and then on the second time we should be getting the error. There we go. First time. Okay, and then the second time, there we go. No more connections. Since this is an error that we do want admins to see, to easily see, let's add a new type of log here. And that's gonna be on the let's say auth. Where is the log here? So maybe we can say define error log. And in here we can say log to while 0, and then we're going to say log error like so, and then log, and we just pass the arguments like so. And let's make this, let's format this just for clarity. I don't think the coroutine, yeah, it's not. It's not. There we go. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. There we go. There we go. Okay. There must be a plugin to do this automatically. But since I'm a pleb, I'm doing it the hard way. There we go, and that's it. Nice. All right, what else? Error log or log error? No, log error. Log error. There we go. So log error. Nice. Compile. Let's go ahead and test it. All right, new account. All right, first one is okay. Check the second one. That's not quite right. Or is it? Um, Kinda like it. What if we do something like this, you know? Just to grab the admin's attention. And then we do that like this. There we go. What a pleb. Doing the formatting manually without running a program. Disgusting. Alright, there we go. Nice. Build. I don't know if it's gonna mm, I think it's not gonna show the new message because I haven't modified any C files. And if I don't, like, the headers aren't. Well, it seems like, yeah, I was saying bullshit, apparently. Uh, it looks very good. Look at that. Easy. I like it. But I am gonna begin the first one with this. Ugh. Oh, there we go. Bro, what the fuck? Oh, there we go. Okay, then we end up with that. Lovely. What if I do, or what if I do like that? Doing some fancy stuff here. Um, no, that's Leave that as is. There we go. Lovely. So now we can easily see what's going on. We tell what's the problem, why the problem originated in the first place, and then a possible solution. Nice. Um, all right, so now let's update this. There we go. And yeah, they should be fine. All right, so close everything and keep on checking what I have to do. All right. Um, Contract or toggle all collapse, bro. Expand, collapse, contract. If I recall correctly, there is a feature to collapse all these functions, but can't find it. Alright, so we create a new session, that's fine, and then what do we do? What do we do? Linux game server. New connection. On new connection, and then I think that's pretty much it. Seems like we don't have to send any initial data, apparently. Then let's open up this thing because I'm gonna be using the decrypt and encrypt. And we could just copy this, go here, locate game session. Where's game session? Do we have game session? No, we don't. It's time to add a new game session file. Include else auth. Woohoo! There we go. And login session. Come on. Login session in it, and then login session drop, release. Alright, so let's add the full prefix. Game server game session encrypt packet game session, and the packet. Why am I getting these errors though? Game session.c. Alright. This is encrypt, which is okay. Game session decrypt packet. Game session. Do we have the con encrypted flag? We do. Nice. Packet body. Sounds good. But first, let me check on the not here. This one. Let me check how are we dealing with the size of the packets. Mm-hmm. So we do blowfish the crypt and blowfish encrypt. Blowfish the crypt. What do we do here? Mm-hmm. And then what do we do here? Packet size divided by 8. We don't use the don't use the padded size. So I'm gonna get rid of this. And then when we encrypt, are we considering the we're not. I see. So ignore, get the full size of the packet, which includes 1 byte for the packet type and bytes used for the rest. The packet comes from the size will also be included. When the packet comes from the client, the packet size will also include 2 additional bytes for the entire packet size. And if it's not, then what do we do then? What do we do then? Oh, I think it's the checksum, the one that includes the extra bytes. Yes. Okay. So before encrypt, uh, yes, before doing the encryption, we have to add the checksum. I'm not sure if this also applies for the game server. I'm assuming it does, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Okay. All right. So now let's handle the first request, which is before doing that, what do we do in the login server when we get a new request? Not this one, this one. Collapse, 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 and collapse. And what is this? New connection? Nope. Alright, so let's go ahead and copy this thing out. Alright, so make sure we do have the state, the session, that's okay. Session read plus n. Alright, let's add that into the session, login session. Just read game here. There we go. log error. Let's use a new handy dandy macro. Alright, so we copy the new chunk of the request into our buffer. We do that, okay. Request size. Okay. And we don't have to do this. Comment that out. And here we're gonna say on game server new request. Okay, and this is gonna be here. There we go. With the game server and the session. Make sure that we do get the state and the session. Alright, and then what we decrypt and then we encrypt the connection. Okay, so instead of doing that, actually leave that out. Game session decrypt packet, pass the session and the request and then we encrypt. Nice, and then let's add that function here. Struct game server game session and the packet. All right. This is packet or LZ packet? I'm not sure. Game session struct packet. There we go. New packet received. All right, and then in here we're not gonna do anything yet. Compile. We have to include the new file. And this is gonna be session. There we go. Bro. Compile. All right, and then go again. New account. All right, so the first one is 0, 0. Let's see what's 0, 0. Server, close tab to the right. Protocol version. All right. So now we begin with the coroutine stuff. Begin session state coroutine end. There we go. And then on the game session rage, let's add that to the coroutine struct coroutine state, like so. There we go. So now the first thing that we need to get is the protocol. Protocol. There we go. Now, if you remember, uh, we were using the coroutine stuff in the login server as well to handle the requests. So let's check how we were doing that. Here. So, yeah, first check on the type, and then do we want to? So this is why I was at the beginning of the video, I was messing around with the yield while macro, but to be honest, it doesn't seem to be worth it. Um, so let's go ahead and do that. Request type. Let's keep on uh, coding this the way it was. So if it's not 0, we're gonna say log um, new player sent an incorrect packet. We were expecting the protocol um, new player sent an incorrect packet. We were expecting the protocol packet first. Um, to be safe, we will drop this potential. Well, we will drop uh, the the player. So I think that's okay. Let's not overthink it because. All right, and then return. And I think we can do session drop, or I don't think we have that yet. Game session int drop session. All right, so drop session 1 or drop it. No, I think that's okay. So then we handle the request. So handle, and then we have to yield. All right. And now let's implement this drop session flag in the Linux game server. Whenever we send a new a new request, session closed. Oh, do we have a flag for close in the? Yes, we do. What the fuck? All right. So then we're gonna say close 1. And then where are we setting this thing out? Oh, okay. So alright, so the code was already implemented. So if we don't drop the connection, we don't do anything, but if we do, we'll zero the connection and close the socket. Alright. So, alright, drop the connection. Then how do we handle the protocol? How do we handle the protocol? Alright, let's go ahead and do some copy and paste. Alright, and this is game state, and this is game session. Lovely. Log. Alright, so here then we do on protocol version. We're gonna pass this state plus the session. There we go. Okay, and what about the protocol? Where should I put the? Where did I? put the code for the packets? Probably here, login request and response. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then encode and decode. Nice, makes sense. So let's say in if and if game request h define game request h. There we go, and then let's copy the type for this bad boy here. There we go. And where's the new file? Struct protocol request. I don't know if this is the naming that I was using. Game request h. Was it? Response protocol response. All right, so and then this is request, right? Yeah. All right, so this is request protocol. Include L2 auth, like so. And then login request decode. All right. It's going to do the same here. Request um, request protocol decode. Hopefully we're not gonna get uh name collisions. I think we will, but I can fix it by making this includes only in the login side and then this on the game side. All right. Game request protocol, and then struct bucket. That's it. And let's go ahead and create the game request.c, the implementation, include L2 auth. There we go. Give me this, gimme. Cert, make sure we do have the destination and the source. And now let's check how we were doing this. Request. Okay. Didn't I think I read. Yeah, there we go. Packet read. I see. All right. So, and then what about the packet? Packet read cursor. All right. Sounds good. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So here, what do we have to do? Protocol. Do we have protocol? No, we don't. The code or oh, we don't have the we're not decoding this thing. Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, seems like we don't have to decode anything. I'm sure we do have to decode, but we're not doing so. That's okay for now. So let's leave that as is, and then let's create a new file, if and def game response h. There we go, and then struct response protocol version. Okay, and then what do we have to send here? I think that's the proper thing to send. Why am I getting this error? Game response.h, and then create the implementation, get response.c, include L2 auth. There we go. And give me the include L2 auth, and then void response protocol version encode. And we have to pass the packet, and we have to pass the response protocol version source. Whoops. There we go. Make sure that we do get the destination and the source, and then we have to encode it. All right, let's go ahead and copy this. So this is a byte. All right, got that. And then, do I have to use the set type? I don't remember. Login response. Yes, we do. All right. So set type, and yes, that's correct. And then packet write. Packet write. I think we do have the packet write array. So now, let me check here. Yeah, size of source. All right. So then we're gonna write the content of the source, which for some reason I'm not getting the proper type, probably because I haven't included in here. Include game request.h and game response. There we go. And then where was I? Here. And then this is maybe we can say protocol response and then protocol. Okay, and then we write this 0 for some reason. Okay. So now what I want to do is go here. We don't need that. And this is going to be response protocol. I don't know if we want to add the versions suffix. I think we don't. Yeah, so get rid of that. We don't want that. There we go. Response protocol, that's okay. Get rid of that. Lovely. There we go. So now we got the response protocol, like so, and we have to, um, so instead of using this, we could define a new struct for the protocol and then include this here, like so. And then in here, we can use struct protocol. Why am I getting the error? Redefinition of okay. Where do I have protocol? I think it's in L2 types. Protocol seems like no. Where's the protocol? Login response. Okay. Yeah. All right. So then let's make this change. Let's go ahead and get rid of that and include everything in here. And let's do the same for the login server, so we don't have any collisions, name collisions. And where's the login server? There we go. Nice. Okay. So now protocol response. Instead of adding that, I'm going to add just the game server. And the same here. So game server, like so. Now the cool thing about doing this, this like that, instead of inlining the protocol like this, right, is that I can easily uh, copy the things that I need. So here I can say protocol, and then I can copy the value that I want. So here, show me the protocol. Okay. We get this thing in, like so. And then, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah. And then we can just come here and say protocol, uh, response protocol, and then we can say response protocol equals to the protocol that we want to send. And that should work, but for some reason I'm getting errors. Why am I getting errors? Response protocol request. Oh, because I did it the wrong way, bro. There we go. So this is protocol, and then struct protocol. Redefinition of protocol. Game request. No, what are you talking about? We don't need this, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Now we should be fine. Yes, we are. So then we know we're dealing with a proper buffer size of this. All right. So we got the protocol, and then we want to encode this. So response protocol encode, and we want to encode the response, not the actual the actual protocol. And then do we have to encrypt this? No, we don't. All right. So we go as is. Do I have to add the checksum for this? I think we do. Well, we'll see what happens. Alright, so now let's add all of those new extra files in here, src2, game request.c, and game response.c. Yeah. Now we're gonna get a lot of errors because I'm no longer using the L2auth stuff. So let's go quickly through all the files to fix this. So this is Indian, that's okay. This is fine too. Request game server. Yes, this is okay. Game session. Held to random. This is okay. 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 Login. This is login server. Login server. This is fine. This is not network. That's correct. And this is fine. I don't know if I should. Yeah. Game server. Let's not complicate things. There we go. Get rid of that. Game server, game session. Auto string, that's fine. Indian. Auto auth. Game server, let's do the same here. Login server, like so. Linux, random, random. Yes, this is fine. L2 storage. I don't know if this one requires some data from here. Well, let's leave it at like this and we'll see if we get some errors. Login server, login server, uh, just login server, L2 auth and L2 packet. I don't think we need the packet in here. We can just do that. Make it simpler. I don't want to have a list of fucking requirements. Just one simple line. Um, Login server. Okay, can we compile? We cannot. Implicit declaration. Why am I getting that error? Game request. Close tabs. Alright, let's see why are we getting this Linux random time. That's fine, and then random. I think I have to include stdlib for this to work. Yeah, there we go. Random and time. And then game request C, game request C. This one, yeah, we don't do anything here. Bucket right, and then response. Yes, this is incorrect because I have to use the buffer. There we go. So now close this, run, see if we get to the lobby. We don't, but it's progress, I guess. All right. So what else do we have to do to get to the lobby? Server. Did I get a new request? Yes. Now we're getting 08. What's 08? 08. Auth request. Alright, that's good news. Seems like we're doing everything fine. Game server. Minimize this and then let's do auth request. Alright, and then we're going to do the same as we previously did, which is going to be 08. A new player sent an incorrect packet. We were expecting the auth request packet first. To be safe, we'll drop the player. All right. And then on request. Okay, and then let's see, what do we do here? Hopefully not much. Okay. And this is game state, and this is game session. And this will be request auth and response auth login. Okay, so locate, we have to get the, we have to copy the packet, where is it? Auth request. And then this is going to be game game request, like so. Request auth, and then I think we had this L2 types. We do, but we don't use the L2 prefix. All right. And then where is the struct? Right, copy this. And then request auth decode, like so, struct packet source. Perfect. And then we need the actual code. There we go. Game request. Where's the game request? There we go. And then copy this. So the code, why am I getting this? Oh, request auth and the packet. And that's it. Now for the reader, we don't have to do any fancy things. We just need to send the packet, and that's pretty much it. Do we have read string? I think we don't. Packet.h. What do we have instead? Read. Alright, so we have to read that. Just read. And then how long is the buffer for this? L2 username. L2 username. Oh, so this is a, alright, so let's make sure that we don't mix things. And L2 types, and now we're gonna add this one, which is gonna make use of the L2 string. Alright, which is a different kind of string, like instead of using 1 byte per character, it's gonna be using 2. Uh, yes. Alright, so now let's update this to be L2 username. There we go. So now we got the correct size. Alright, so now we're gonna read this. That's fine, and then we read that. And I think that's pretty much it. Nice. Very nice. Game server. Yeah, this is okay. Now we wanna do request auth decode. No, don't add that line. We don't want it. Add the request and the request. And now session username. We don't have a username. Why not? Session types. Session, the username. There we go. And then what about the username though? 14. All right. And then go to the session, game session. And let's include that. Username. There we go. And in here, now we can use the buffer. Lovely. And then for the response for now, we're gonna hardcode the response. So this is gonna be a response, auth login encode, and game session encrypt packet. Okay. Why am like game session void. I think that's the proper I guess I can just copy the function from the header file, from the implementation file. All right, we're getting there. Let's add the auth type, the response. So packet decoder, locate packet encoder, then auth login. Okay. All right. Let's copy and paste part of the response. We're gonna leave the characters stuff for another video. And now response auth login in code. So now we can write the implementation. Bro, I'm getting so many files. Can response. Make sure we do get the destination and the source. And then we can copy the not the header file. This one, auth login. There we go. And I'm gonna just do. All right. So type and then the count, which is gonna be 0. So to do send the rest of the packet, which means characters or a character list. There we go. For now, we're gonna send 0. I just want to see the lobby screen. And where is the game server code? This one. Okay. I think this should be it. Encrypt. What do we got in here? We add the checksum, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to compile. Of course, we're gonna get a lot of errors. Unknown type lt string. What do you mean, bro? Lt string. We do have the L2 string, so why are you getting confused? L2 types, L2 auth, L2 string. So what's going on? Um, oh, I have to put that in here, like so. There we go. And then L2 string to char is not defined. I think it's because I haven't included the implementation. Where is it? L2 string. There we go. And then put it in here. Try to compile. All right. Let's see if it works. New account. Hey, look at that. Finally. All right. Um, let's go ahead and commit this thing out. We did a lot of progress today. So stage coroutine. Let's double check the coroutine code again. Yield sleep seems to be fine. Yeah, this is okay. L2 types, lovely. L2 auth, nice. Stage, lovely. Um, I don't know how uh, the L2 random code was working if I haven't included the stdlib header, but yeah. All right, login. Yeah, this CO prefix was driving me nuts. This is way better. All right, all right. Awesome. What about the untracked stuff? Stage. No, we don't want to add that one. Request and code. Do we have a macro for the packet read? I think we do. Do we have a macro? We don't. Let's go ahead and do that. Packet read array, destination source, and packet read, and what do we have to send? The destination, the packet, destination source, and the size of test. Okay, let's make sure we add this in parentheses. We don't want accidental stuff from happening here. There we go. So now we can replace the where was it though? This one, packet read array, and there we go. That's the same, but much cleaner. All right. Stage and protocol encode. I don't I don't know if I need this. I'm pretty sure we don't. I'm pretty sure we don't. Mm-mm. Response protocol encode. What if I try to add the packet checksum in here, src, or sorry, not src, destination? Will that work? Let's go ahead and check that out real quick. New account. It did. All right. So let's keep that as is. We may want to do the checksum in here instead of the encrypt. Uh, so then you got the checksum. We got the protocol. And then what else? Delta string to char. Again, don't we have a macro for that? I think we do. Seems like we don't. Seems like we don't. Alright, not to worry. Define L2 string to char x or char array. Yeah, char array. Destination source. And then there we go. This is L2 string to char, L2 string L2 string to char. There we go. And now we got the destination test and the source, which is L2 string to char. Oh yeah, that's correct. Okay. So now we're gonna do the same here for the source, and finally we're gonna do size of destination. Whoops. There we go, and then open the editor, and now we can do session username buff and request username buff, like so. There we go, much better. And I'm gonna add a new macro, and this one may be controversial, but define as. So we want the type and the value, and then the type and the value. And instead of typecasting, uh, where, so here, instead of doing this, I'm gonna say as char pointer, and the same here as L2 string pointer, comma, src. There we go. I think this is easier to read instead of adding so many parentheses. L2 auth. Are we doing any other kind of typecasting? Yes, here as char pointer and then as char pointer. There we go. The same here as char pointer. There we go. And what else? I think that's fine. Seems like it is. Any other typecasting that I may be doing in here? Seems like no. Packet write. Struct packet destination. I don't know if I want the extra parentheses in here. Doesn't seem to be necessary. Storage. That's okay. I think that's fine. Alright. Oh, let's get rid of this. Alright. And then okay, stage. Yeah, this one I don't know if I want to include this in here or if I should include it in the encode of each. You know, we can add that comment here. Should we do, should we perform checksum here or should we do it in each encoding function? I don't think we will come across a packet that doesn't require the checksum, but stage, stage. Mm-hmm. Linux game server. Alright, let's make one. Oh, I was forgetting this. Okay. And let's make one more quick test to make sure that I didn't break anything on those refactors. Actually, should I compile or I just did? I think I did. Seems, let's see, new account. Hey, look at that. Still working. Awesome. So add or begin work in the game server side. Exclamation mark. Commit and push this bad boy. Yeah, I haven't bought the license for merge yet. I know, I know. Alright guys, I think I believe this is going to be a big long ass video, but for now I think we did just some good progress. So I'm gonna leave it uh, here for now. And again, if you would like to contribute or support me on what I do, you can do so on Coffee. I'm gonna leave the link in the video description. And if you can't or don't want to, don't worry. The mere fact that you're watching this video right now is support enough for me to actually continue doing this. So yeah, this is it for now. Take good care. Bye guys.